Welcome back to Views of a Flick.
Yeah.
I'm Will I Am Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. Got Said in the building.
What's happening?
Got Ron Roby in the building.
You already know we in the excuse me. You already know we in the building.
And we back for the season finale. Last of Us, episode 9. What is it called? Coming into the light. What does it just say? Look for the light.
Look for the light.
Look for the light.
Just give me the light.
And this episode started out pretty much with Ellie still traumatized from the last episode. And I'm going to start this with, please, HBO, stop making y'all last episodes the shortest episode of the season. Please stop doing that. Please.
It's the shortest episode?
Y'all can go ahead. Yeah, this episode's on like 43 minutes.
I could have swore I seen 55.
That's everything, you know.
Credits and the after show and all that.
That show wasn't that long, though.
Look at the time. This is the shortest episode of the season.
Oh, okay.
Hour 20, 52, hour 15, 45, 59, 58, 55, 50, 43.
You want to go first,
bro? Be honest with you, they ain't need that much time to do that.
Yeah.
This shit was hella anticlimactic to me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it was one of the worst episodes. This wasn't a good finale to me.
It wasn't a good finale at all.
And I was at work. I was geeked to watch this shit at work. I don't never watch this shit at work. I watch this shit at work. And like you said, it is short. I did know, but when I looked, I seen 55 minutes. I'm like, maybe I'm just tripping or just paying too much attention. But yeah, this shit was short as hell. I think the only thing I got out this episode is, and I don't even know if we really needed that explanation, but how she got infected or why she immune. I mean, I didn't sit there and say, oh, well, maybe she was, you know what I'm saying, her mom was bit and body built immunities. I ain't think that far, but I mean, that ain't too far-fetched to me. But, and that lady look a lot like Bella Ramsey.
She did.
She looked like that could have been her big
I'm gonna
sister or something. And I thought that was good casting. And then she was found out she played Ellie on the video game. I like that they kept a lot of the people that was involved in a game in the show. I like that aspect of it. Yeah, this episode was, this finale was okay. Disappointing. Still didn't get no clickers. We got one. Wait, did we even get that one? Yeah. She ran in there. The pregnant woman stabbed her up. It was cool. Anticlimactic to me though.
Very, very. You want to go see it?
Yeah. This episode was a letdown. I went into this episode with
so disappointed.
High expectations. I get where I kind of figured once they got to where they were going that they were going to try to kill her, you know what I'm saying, to harvest the cure or whatever it is that she holding anyway. So that wasn't even a surprise. But I think the surprise was
I straight didn't think they was gonna do that. I thought they was gonna just draw blood or something. But.
Nah, I knew it was gonna be some. So considering I knew they were gonna try to kill her, and I knew he wasn't gonna allow it to happen, I expected that to be part of the story. But what I also expected for clickers to play a big part in this episode, But this episode made me look at the last couple episodes, and in the timeline of this series, not just episode by episode, but in the timeline of this series, they haven't shown them encounter any clickers since they left Kansas City. Ever since that big horde. And to be honest with you, just thinking like, hey, this is the last time they ran into a clicker, this pretty much let me down.
And then she was like, We lost how many men? She say we lost 10 men trying to get across the country, and just
Something
y'all
like that.
two made it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, looking at it, it don't seem like an insurmountable trick.
To be honest with you, the
Yeah.
clickers don't even seem that dangerous.
Like I said,
It seemed like the-
episodes before.
yeah.
They don't seem like the biggest threat.
The humans are the most dangerous part of this world,
And
and
that's only because they shooting you on sight.
Yeah.
right. So it was like,
Which is just like the clickers. Clickers got its own site for the clickers too, but
I mean, we could have gotten any post-apocalyptic show showing how bad the humans were, but this had a specific element that I really wanted to see play a part in this, and in the grand scheme of things, they really didn't. So it's that kind of let me down. You know, as far as the acting and all of that is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock them for that. You know what I'm saying? The scenery, everything was good. The atmosphere, everything was good. But the biggest part on why, one of the biggest parts on why I was tuning in for this show, it was lacking. And I thought we would get it in this episode, and we didn't. So, if I'm gonna be honest, looking at this as a whole, this whole season, this episode was going to make or break my rewatch factor in this. I'm not gonna rewatch it.
This episode was pretty much the whole season balled up into one. Just a letdown, pretty much. Like, you got a couple good episodes, a couple good moments in some episodes, but to me, for majority of the season, the show has teetered on being a letdown the entire season.
Yeah.
Because I think that if it wasn't The Last of Us, if it wasn't such a popular game, and if people didn't know what was coming, I don't think it would be this popular at all.
it wouldn't. And I think you had said something earlier in the season, like about them just basically just a big fan service.
It is.
Easter egg.
Every episode literally a level.
Yeah.
Every episode is pretty much a level that you have to go through, a mission that you got to do in the first game. That's all season one is. From episode 1 all the
That
way
makes
down to episode 9.
That makes sense. They just could have did it better. I mean,
And my thing is, I feel like throughout all of these episodes, they should have encountered more clickers. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't. You know what I'm saying? Besides the first couple episodes, and then maybe the episode towards the end,
Yeah.
they really didn't play a part. And those only played a part in, flashbacks.
But it was so many things I was disappointed in this episode because I got to go back during the game to see if that's exactly how she caught it. Well, if that's exactly how she became immune. Because the shit that they showed on the show, I'm not buying it.
they alluded on the after show some to that effect. They ain't really say it was.
Because they said that they changed something, but they didn't say what they changed. But what they showed in the game, I'm not buying that shit at all.
In the show.
In the show, yeah. I'm not buying that at all. If she got bit, apparently, for one, I've never seen anybody just have a baby while they fighting. I've never seen no shit like that ever in my life.
I don't think nobody has.
And you telling me that in between that time, because it ain't like the baby came out after she got done fighting. They got done fighting, the baby was out of her.
Right.
So you telling me in them 2 seconds or 1 second, even though you also told me that if you get bit in the leg, that it take up to, what they say, 1 hour to 5 hours for you to turn. So you telling me in that 2 seconds, she became immune to the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess
pretty
so.
much what they telling
If that's what you telling me, I'll take that. You telling me Marlene done raised her since she was a baby?
and just was going to kill her, just ready to give up, just ready to let her go.
It ain't even that. Episode 1, or I think it was episode 1, they even showed us in the preview of Marlene introducing herself to Ellie. Hey, I'm Marlene. When they had her locked up in the room, she was like, "Hey, I'm Marlene."
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
right.
Bitch, what?
Okay, they did do that at the very first episode.
Yeah, watching this episode, it felt like this episode was like a reshoot or something. To me, it felt like they was gonna do something in this episode, but then at the last minute they changed their mind. Was like, nah, let's just do something else. And like they put something together. That's what it felt like to me watching this episode. Outside of saying that this could have been like episode 4 or 5.
And then what I didn't like about this episode was all of a sudden now Ellie feels though this big obligation to save humanity when before she was pretty much all for self. Now here it is. It was kind of like they was insinuating that if she found out that he killed everybody because they was getting ready to kill her, she'd be upset about it.
I don't think it's that. I think it's more of what she was saying a little bit earlier when she was like nah, when he was trying to just go back to the town that her brother was in, and she was just like nah, I just killed these niggas. I didn't burnt down this whole church or whatever the hell that was. Like, no, I didn't did too much. We about to do something. Like, I ain't just about to just go back and just chill.
But
that's what I think it's more
right.
of.
But I don't think she would have been okay with them killing her.
Yeah,
I think if she found out that they was trying to kill her, she'd have been one of the main ones shooting at them.
Yeah,
whether it was for a cure or not. That's what I was talking about. But it just.
But I don't know. You just never. I don't know. You just never know.
You wanna like it, and again, if this show wasn't marketed as being like a zombie apocalypse show, then okay. But considering how it was marketed, yeah, technically they gave us the clickers and all that. But wow,
nah, it's nothing about the season finale that would make you watch season 2.
Oh, I'm gonna watch season 2.
I mean, yeah, of course, because I mean it's one of the biggest shows on TV.
If I'm gonna say this,
No,
if they didn't make a season 2, I'd be okay.
I wouldn't be mad at all.
I'm not sitting here feigning for a second season. You know what I'm saying? If they don't make a season 2, it's like, oh, they don't make a season 2. I don't feel as though I'm left at a cliffhanger or anything like that. It's like, they could wrap it up right here and it'd just be the end of it. It's just a show that wouldn't be for me. But yeah, if they make a season 2, I'm gonna watch it. And then if it end how this end, I'm gonna be complaining at the end of season 2, just like I am now. So.
And then season 3, I might not be watching.
It's it'll be a season 3.
Yeah, we have to see.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be.
But no, I'm not gonna even say.
They didn't give us it so. This first season wasn't just the first game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so.
And again, I'm not saying that they had to have some climactic scene where the clickers and everything, but I'm just saying, we could have gotten more of that element in this world that they live in.
I wanted to see them get in another jam with them niggas and then get out of that like somehow, I don't know, something. Let's see a mother hive or something.
Nigga, run into one that's wandering out by itself.
Right. Like
God damn.
Like when they was in the neighborhood after he got stabbed. You know what I'm saying? It could have showed her, you know what I'm saying, looking for food or something and running to one of them in the houses. Give us something.
Or shit, I was just waiting on them to run into a house and there was one that was just still stuck in the crib after turning into some shit.
Right.
It wasn't no jump scares, no nothing in this fucking season.
Then
nothing.
They told us
straight wasn't no jump scares. That's crazy.
I think we should have paid attention. When something shows you what it is, we need to believe them. When they were in Kansas City, when they was talking about going underground, remember they was talking about how it was clickers down there and stuff like that, and we didn't get not one clicker down there.
But I thought that's because they found out the clickers wasn't really down there.
But they was though.
Oh, they was?
The end of that episode, all of them came from underground.
Yeah, but I just figured they will.
I'm just saying, them leading up to the fact that they going underground, you know what I'm saying? It's been unexplored for however long. Yeah. It's bound to be some down there. And then we got absolutely nothing.
So at the beginning, wasn't they like sleep or something? Or what? Remember at the beginning?
That was a whole nother episode in town.
That's what I'm saying at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if it ain't a lot going on, them niggas just huddle up and just chill. And that's got to be the case for the most part because it ain't that many humans. So a lot of them, I'm just trying to shoot them bail, just play devil's advocate for the conversation.
You set up this whole thing of, you step on the vibes, you gonna wake them up. It's a mother hive.
Well, we ain't seen
Nigga,
one
we
vibe.
ain't get that shit since.
They wasn't in the same city. They wasn't in that city no more.
What you mean?
Wasn't the mother hive like in Florida or something or whatever?
They didn't just say what they just say a region of the zombies or whatever.
Well, they only show what they
didn't say only this region down, only the south. Only they the ones that feel the
say
vibes.
Mother Hive, I'm thinking one. Maybe it's a bunch of
the West Coast ones. They don't really be fucking with.
Maybe
they
it's
don't really
a
be fucking with them vines because
a bunch of different hives. The West Coast clickers over there clicked up gangbanging.
But
no pun intended.
It just seems like the creators, the creators chose to take a route other than this was, and I think this was a conscious choice.
I don't think it was money.
I don't think it was bad directing. I think it was a conscious choice not to focus on the clicker.
Dude said that during the little explanation shit. Dude was like, the choice that Joel has to make for his love that he grew for Ellie in the first game versus saving humanity. That's the reason I chose to make this show, or I wanted to make this show. So yeah, he told us that.
So,
yeah.
All in all, man, it's it was a letdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess
if we played the game,
I'm so
it might be different for us too.
Disappointed because it wasn't a bad show. It just didn't give me what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying a show needs to give me what I wanted, but damn, you got to if there's the premises of your show, you got to give me something.
Exactly.
Not in the first 2 episodes, and then that's just like how movies used to be when they used to tease certain things, but you never see the whole thing or they'll mention something by name. It's like we went 6 episodes without seeing them. We got a whole episode of a whole LGBTQ relationship.
2 of them.
Huh?
2 of them.
Well, one of them, at least one clicker showed up. But, back then, they lived their whole little life and no clicker showed up. And it's like, I should have seen then what the route this show was taking. And they wanted to focus on.
But they was pretty fortified, so I could see a clicker not showing up in they shit.
They were.
They had a whole town barricaded off.
But yeah.
Then I didn't like the way that they handled that whole thing of officially telling us that she was the first person that she killed. I ain't like that really, because it's like when she told Joel that she said her friend was was the first person. Like you kind of figure that, but it's like, all right, y'all could have just showed us that rather than just waiting to the last episode of the season to have a little conversation about it. Like y'all could have just told us that. Like at that point, to me, it felt like they wanted some shit to hit in this episode that didn't hit as hard as they wanted it to. Cause like the relationship between her mom and Maureen, like yeah, it's a cute scene and all that you got to shoot your friend, and like I understand it's the parallel to Ellie having to shoot her friend, but it's like I don't give a fuck about them for real in that moment. Like I don't give a fuck about her having to shoot her. Like, cause to me,
she was a zombie.
Exactly, nigga, shoot her. She done changed already.
Right.
Then especially after I'm sitting there thinking about like y'all really about to sit here and tell me that Maureen and raised her. y'all could at least showed us like her giving her off to somebody or something. Because
Or
y'all
did she
set it
raise-
up
oh,
like
yeah,
she
had
didn't
to
really
raise-
know her.
She had to raise her a little bit.
Yeah, something.
Or she took her. Then went she in like a camp or something? Oh, that was the Firefly camp.
Yeah, she was with her.
Yeah.
But like I said, when they started off, she locked up in the room.
Right.
But I don't know. Like I said, I don't think anything in the finale would make you want to go rush and want them to make season 2 like how the big fight was with House of the Dragon. How everybody was mad because the next season ain't coming out to damn 2024 or whatever they said.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, they ain't gonna start to shoot. They said they ain't starting to shoot until like the end of this year.
Nigga, it's just 2023.
Game of Thrones came out every year. Every spring.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little
Thought they
minute
said
before
18
season 2.
months.
But they coming
18
right back with season 2 of this. Pedro done already said
When?
like, yeah, we about to get to shooting soon. It's gonna be back sooner than y'all think. Like y'all wanna rush with this, but the shit that niggas waiting on wanna make us wait. Cause I wouldn't be surprised if we get season 2 of this before House of Dragon season 2.
Probably will.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. But we gonna see, man.
Gotta capitalize on that momentum, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but like I said, for me, moving forward, I can't wait for them to run out of game material.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also wonder how season 2 gonna go over. Because Last of Us 2 was the more controversial of the 2 games.
Really?
Yeah, between the
I mean, I know why, but
between the crowds of people that liked the game, like it was very divided. Season, I mean the game. Too.
but I don't see why
between
it'd be a
them and
big.
who
I mean, if we speaking on the same thing, I don't see why it'd be a big deal when we got it this season. I know one of the big parts I heard about people not liking part 2 of The Last of Us was because it was gay, some gay stuff in there.
Yeah, that and that they. Well, I ain't gonna say that.
And they were.
I ain't gonna say something
Why not?
because it's gonna give something away. Something big away.
I mean, the game been out for, 10 years?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to spoil the game.
The game already been
It's
out.
okay
I
to
mean, it's
spoil
gonna
the game.
spoil the show.
I mean,
The game been out for 10 years. But okay.
you can tell us off.
Okay. It was divided that people was mad that they replaced Joel with this gay relationship.
Oh, they ain't even giving nothing away for real. I think motherfuckers know that.
killing off Joel don't give nothing away, huh?
Well,
I mean,
shit. If they got the balls to kill off Pedro Pascal, then hey, more power to
I
them.
mean, it's coming. It's going.
they ain't
I'm
gonna
sure
die.
I'm sure they ain't gonna change nothing that big.
Cause I was wondering if he was gonna die this season. Cause I already knew he wasn't into. It wasn't in the whole. He wasn't the main character.
Nah, he died very early into.
So I didn't know how that was gonna do.
Yeah. And then this lesbian relationship takes lead throughout.
I mean, hey,
And a lot of people speculating that we had already seen that her girlfriend or whatever. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find it out. Y'all got anything else about this episode? Of course, everybody, I'm sure people talking about if Joel was right or if he made the right decision. That's
by
what
killing
was-
everybody.
Yeah, by saving her. That was the big fight after the game, after the first game between the groups.
I'ma say,
They got their.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, like if he was right or not.
I don't think. I think he was right. Simply, I don't want to say right or wrong. I think the whole situation started off wrong by asking him to take her cross country, just so you can kill her when they get there. Mm-hmm. You should have figured out a way to do that on your own. I don't think a person that can. They already live in this world, so it's not like he creating a virus or anything. They already live in this world, not even sure if it's gonna work, and you asking him to put his feelings and everything on a hope and a dream that she can pass this cure on to everybody. at the cost of her life, when in fact this man done already lost.
They didn't even say if it was guaranteed.
Right. When the fact that this man done lost his daughter in the beginning of this.
Yeah.
And it's like, he found a surrogate daughter and you want to take that away from him too. I think that's a choice that a lot of people would have made.
Can I ask y'all something?
Yeah.
Why did she pass her off to Joe?
Because she felt like he the only one that can get her across the country safe. When she showed up, I was wondering the same thing.
I was like, what the fuck? The hell we go through all this for? If he was just gonna be there.
And got there before them. She beat them there.
Looked like she had been there.
So
unless she planned on her dying on the journey, so she wouldn't have to kill him. But then you would have to say that, though. You can't just assume
exactly, because she made it seem like the reason she got it, like you just said, because they could get her across the country. Because she was saying, like, yeah, that Joe, the type of guy, he'd do what needed to be done.
Yeah, it's crazy. You sent her away with one guy, and y'all had at least 10 men. You would think y'all would have.
Because I was thinking that they wasn't headed that way. They needed somebody that could get her there because they wasn't going.
Right.
Maybe they wouldn't.
But then your ass pop up right there. I'm like, what the freak?
That's why I said, man.
And the fact
that shit didn't make sense.
Another thing, what puzzled me about it was, how did you know they were still coming? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think she did. I think she just it seemed like she just so happened to be there, and she was just like they found them
the place that she
parole.
sent them. Remember, she sent them to that one place that when they got there it was shut down. Mm-hmm. So she didn't intend on them to be where she was at.
Oh yeah, true that.
So now I think about it, yeah.
So then, how the freak was all the doctors? Maybe I need to go back and watch the season because they just got doctors set up.
Plot hole.
They just got doctors set up in different places.
It was supposed to be a hospital, period. Like where people went. But, man, look, they dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this season as a whole was it was a good show to watch, but it was a letdown. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I'm going to give it a C-.
2. Damn. I wasn't going that low.
I was thinking somewhere around C2. I ain't gonna lie.
I was going C+.
I'm gonna say that because had this show, what we got, have it not been watchable, this would have been an F.
Oh yeah.
Because of what we got, the acting and everything, is why I got a C+. But
we straight never getting an F though.
Me being the person that I am, and I'm being honest, I don't like to be shown something and something you market something towards me, and then it's not what I get. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stand on it.
Yeah.
So had the show been mediocre, and then they still didn't produce like I felt like they advertised, yeah, I'd have went lower than that.
Yeah, the cast and the writing really saved this show. Until you get the writing, until you get to the writing in the last episode.
I don't know about that writing.
Yeah, till you get to the last episode. Because I give it a C+. Because of all the things it said. It's a letdown. You expected more. You thought you was gonna get more, but
like if they was gonna do, they could have just. If they was gonna do that, they could have saved that one episode from when all them zombies came up out the ground. That should have been the finale.
Yeah,
and then
niggas got one bloater throughout the whole season, and it was the nigga came out the ground, ripped the nigga head apart. We saw the nigga running away. That was it.
He didn't get killed.
No, we saw him all running in the town, and we never see.
I'm about saying they ain't running into shit in town. Ain't like people live in that motherfucker.
Exactly. So what the hell?
What made the zombies run that way?
No, like where the fuck are they at?
Their little plantation. not plantation, but
Concentration camp.
concentration. The little
That's
camp.
another fucked up word too. Shit.
The little camp they was at.
Yeah.
What was your grade, Ryan? You never said.
I
your
said
grade.
C.
Oh, I thought you said in the C area.
Yeah, I mean, you gave it a C plus. She said C minus, so I knew it was getting a C.
Yeah, very mediocre show.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else about it.
Me either.
But that's been Views of a Flick. Last of Us season 1.
Might be back for a season 2. We don't know.
No, we gonna be back. Gonna be back.
At least for
season
episode
Trying to
1.
leave some suspense.
At least episode 1 we gonna
Let
be
them
back.
know we on the fence, man.
Nah, shit. It's the biggest show on TV. Ain't nothing to be on the fence about.
Shit, like you said. Shit.
But yeah, I'm Will I Am Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. That said,
What's happening?
it's Ron Jarobi.
You already know me.
Gonna see y'all next time. Peace.